The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We have the Dow Industrials up 287, Nasdaq up 22, S&P's up 23, gold contract up $6.20, trading at $13.20 an ounce. We have silver up 8 cents, $15.61 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 92 cents. $55.33 a barrel. Notes and bonds. A bottom line, folks, you just can't whack them down. You get the 10-year note, down 4 ticks, 122.01. 30-year bond off 1 at 146.15. And King Dollar. King Dollar tested its high out here today. You're up 105 ticks right now, 96.910. We've got to 97.250. Couldn't hold price. It's going to be wild on a Friday, particularly with you have a holiday on Monday. Bottom line is that this volatility, you're going to have it in spades, I suspect, all day long, particularly inside the NDX 100. We'll get to that in a second. The euro is trading at a price point of 112.76. The yen is at 110.43, and the pound is at 128.23, all against the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Now, what you had last night, folks, is pretty cool. So Asia was down hard last night. Bottom line, you had Asia down across the board from 1% to 1.8%. That being said, what you had in Europe this morning is that Europe is just the opposite, up 0.7 to 1.7. Our S&Ps right now, bottom line, those babies, let's go to the S&P first, because you're going to see a big pop on the open, ESH9. And what you have here is that, there we go. Okay, so our S&Ps got up to 1771 this morning. Right now, you are at 20. We got 27.71. The number to keep your eye on, and the futures are going to be 27.61. The NQs aren't going to hold, folks. Bottom line is that we've had the divergence inside the NDX 100. You get a really sweet spike up here. You spike to 7,095. It just gave up 50 points. These NQs are basically saying, flat out, this market still wants lower price. You get a nice counter trend bounce happening. There's no two ways about that. You're up at a 0.786 right now. It's approaching a 786. You did a 618. But that being said, what you're going to see out here this morning, you get the big spike up inside the NDX. As soon as the NDX got back inside the 7,055, that sets up the battle. The battle line is out here. Right now, the NQs are 10 points below that line. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract wants higher price. You get big volume again in gold right now. Right now, we are trading out at a price point up $6. We already have 128,000 contracts traded. That's monster contract volume. Particularly, Fridays are big days, man. That's the bottom line, is that what you're going to see out here. Oh, thank you. I'll get the charts up. Sorry about that. Let's see. What you're going to see out here is that coming into the close, you can expect volatility the whole time inside this metal market today, as well as the currency market. So if we take a look at the gold market, what you're going to see is that bottom line is that yesterday you stopped pushing high with 228,000 contracts. You're at 128 right now. I suspect that thing's going to continue higher. King Dollar. So this is the wild card out here, folks. Bottom line, King Dollar finally made it up into its high from December 14th. That high is 97,195. We hit 97,230. Bottom line, gave it up on price again. Hey, we'll see where it shakes out. It's a beautiful triple top. It's pretty amazing, actually. What we haven't got yet inside the dollar index is that you haven't got volume coming off the high. Now, that's what you're going to be looking for. Bottom line, if you're going to get a failure, you're going to get a volume coming off this high, not just at the high. Some of the higher volume equities out here that we're taking a look at inside this market, and we'll see whether they get any juice in this market today. You have Advanced Micro is up 31 cents. You get NVIDIA up $2. If we take a look at NVIDIA, NVIDIA's already given it up on price. NVDA. NVIDIA was up $13 last night after the close. NVIDIA came out with the numbers last night. Numbers weren't bad. NVIDIA had closed last night at $154. It traded to $163 today and just gave it up in spades. NVIDIA's coming smack dab into its downdraft from last November. That's when it came out with its numbers. It gapped down. It had gapped down from a price point of $205 into the 170 mark. And bottom line, that's your supply line. Your supply line right here, too, is sticking out like a sore thumb. It's a monster. Small caps. Let's get over and take a look at the small caps. What do you have with the small caps? IWM. That's crawling higher. Bottom line is that you're still coming into that vicious supply line. That supply line is laying out here at the 155, 156 mark. Right now, you're at 155.14. 46 million shares. Yesterday, you did all of 18 million. So bottom line is that we'll see how this baby shakes out all day long today. Inside the NDX 100, strength versus the weakness. Oh, hey, this is a big heads up. So check this out. This is pretty cool. So the 13 Fs come out yesterday, folks, right? Now, Apple's not getting hit, but guess what? Apple is going to be in big trouble. And why? Because when you take a look at these 13 Fs, what you're going to see, Buffett's trying to just slide out real slowly in Apple, and he basically got his head handed to him in the IBM trade after years. What you can see is that on the last 13F, Berkshire had only sold 1 million shares. Now, they have 255 million. They moved out 2.8 million. You know, they're moving out as slow as they can move out. Because guess what, folks? When you own 255 million shares of something, you can't get out. And in Apple's case, this has been on a downtrend. You know, we just came down from $233. You're at 170. Bottom line is that it wants lower price. And if you want to see how good old, how things have changed at Berkshire, actually, Oracle. Bottom line is that, you know, Berkshire Hathaway always been a long-term investor. Bottom line, now they're a trader. They bought, in the third quarter, they bought a $2.1 billion position inside Oracle, and I'll show you this, and they sold it in the fourth quarter. So bottom line is that as you get new blood in there, they basically, let's see, where is it? You're going to crack up on this one. This one just blows my mind. Berkshire, oh, I got to do it this way. You'll see that they unloaded this whole thing. There it is right there. So they unloaded 42,697,000 shares. And by the way, they had just bought those in the third quarter. They bought them in the third quarter, sold them in the fourth quarter. Guess what? Berkshire Hathaway, don't do what I say. Don't do what I do. You know, don't do what I say, do what I do. But bottom line is that that's not the first time that Buffett would say one thing and do another. Not that he said anything about this one, but you could pick that up through the 13F because the buy had been so recent. The buy had been in the third quarter, the sell in the fourth quarter. Dow Industrials right now up 291. Nasdaq is up 22. S&P's up 22. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 303, Nasdaq is up 31, S&Ps are up 24. Let's go to our man Mark in Bedford, Mass. What's going on, brother?
Not much. How you doing? We got a cold rain up here. At least it's not snow.
A cold rain. Okay, yeah, that's better than snow. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, the skiers will probably want snow. Where's your sidekick today? Where's Tommy?
He's sick. He got sick last night.
He's sick, or is he playing hooky?
No, he really got sick. There's something going on around down here. It's like a 24-hour flu or something, man. There's a bunch of people have got it. Like, he just woke up in the middle of the night and started puking his guts out. Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, I hope he feels better.
Yeah.
But, Tommy, if you're listening, I hope you send some of that white lightning over to you.
Yes. There you go. It's a beautiful thing. Thanks, brother.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, I'm totally confused, so maybe you can unconfuse me. On Wednesday afternoon's show, you and I forget his name were talking about the scanner thing.
Yeah.
And you guys said that oh my God, look at that sea of green.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking about the sea of green. Now, if the sea of green means everything's going to go up, how does that compute to what you're saying about maybe we're going to come down again? I'm a little bit confused.
Okay, so.
Oh, is this just two ways of looking at the market? The scanner way and your way?
No. That's real. I mean, those are profiles. And once you're over the profile, you get into the profile. You're over the profile. Now, what we were doing there, we were scanning a lot of S&P stocks. Okay, but the bottom line is that the S&P itself is over the profile right now. So over the profile means that you can go higher. There's no two ways about that. You know, my take here is that, yeah, we're still slamming right into this, the 10th and the volume's light. So my take is that, yeah, we're still going to go south. But you look right at the scanner, and the reality is that, yeah, the scanner is a lot more consistent than I am. I can tell you that. So.
All right, so we have, as you would say, we have divergence among the indicators, the Tom O'Brien indicator and the scanner indicator.
No, listen, I go with the scanner most of the time. The scanner's powerful, man. If you haven't stress tested the scanner, folks, it does the same thing that I do. What the scanner actually does, okay, what the profiles actually are. So when you get price and volume along the horizontal axis, okay, what the scanner actually does, the scanner puts the price and volume along the vertical axis. So it's a very powerful tool. And what ends up happening is that when they jump over those profiles, which it's over the profile right now, bottom line is saying that you should be long, not short the market. That's what this is saying. So.
All right. So what are you going to do this long weekend?
I'm going to sell some houses.
Well, good luck. Hey, hope if Tommy's listening, we'll send some of that white lightning over to him.
That's a beautiful thing. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay, man.
Okay, Tom, have a great long weekend and enjoy it.
Thanks, man. Let's go take a look at the...
talk to you soon.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Mark. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials. Every stock, folks, is positive except Apple. Apple's just down slightly. You get United Health putting 25 positive points in. You get Goldman putting 25, Home Depot 25, Boeing 25, right along the... a little on each one of them. The composite, the NASDAQ composite, we take a look at this composite. What do you have with the composite? Composite's still having a hard time catching price here. This is where the divergence is in a large way, folks, is that the composite, as well as the NDX 100, things changed this week. That's how this has been shaken out. This baby here, so you're up 35 points. When you take a look at the aspect of where we are, meaning, the composite is up 0.4%, as the Dow's up 1.2, the S&P's up 0.7. This is going to have to plow its way through here, man. We'll see whether it can basically handle it. And it's the downdraft. Let me see. This is probably at a 0.786 or a 618 of the whole move, also. Yeah, no, you're over the 0.618. All the indices right now are over the 0.618, and when that happens, it's like, okay, you're right. You suspect you can go to the 0.786. What you have with the composite is going right into its 200-day moving average. Let me see where the cash S&P is actually in relation to that. Yeah, it jumped over it. It jumped over it this morning. And the NDX is right at it. NDX is right at it. We go take a look at the silver market. Let's go take a look at this. The metals are still moving, man. The bottom line is metals want tremendously higher price. The reason I'm saying it, the tremendously higher price, folks, is that the dollar's at basically highs. And guess what? They can't whack the metal market. And that is so unusual, folks. On a Friday in particular, they should be able to take this metal market apart, especially with the dollar being at all-time highs. Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. Hey, Mark, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool, man. Cool.
So I wanted to go over, I think we're getting close to a top, but I wanted to point out a couple things.
Cool.
Looking like, so on the Qs, it looks like on a daily and on like a 30-minute, we've got the volume to do another small ABC up to about the 786 number.
Okay.
Around 176, 177. Same thing on the SPYs.
That's a big move. Yeah.
If you put them both on like a 30-minute.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. I just want to see something first. Okay, so I see what you're talking about on the larger basis. 176.96 would be the number for 0.786, right? Approximately, yeah. I see. 177. I got it. Okay, cool. Right. Okay.
And it looks like the SPYs have the same deal if you put it on a 30-minute.
Okay.
It looks like it's doing a small ABC up to the 786 as well, which would be around 179-ish, I think, 180.
Okay.
I think maybe once we get that, 279-ish, 279.50-ish. I don't know if you're...
Oh, yeah, listen, man. It's deviant, man. And what you have, folks, is that, like, I just brought the SPY up as we're talking about the S&P. These little, when you don't have price spread happening out here and you're running into major resistance, that's a sign. And the volume's died and they're fine. But, hey, the more deviant would be that, yeah, it goes to the 0.786. That's how markets...
It looks like it's all these little 30-minute ABC ups are measuring right to those points. So I'm just
interesting. Okay, so that's 279. Well, I think today is going to be a big day. What we had last night. Now this is pretty wild, folks. I started the show off like this. So watch. This is unusual. You have Asia that was down so dramatically, and Europe that was up so dramatically. It's a big number. So our market's going to figure out exactly where this wants to close today. Now, the way that the market is trading, man, it looks like it wants to close where Europe is closing. Because what happens on a Friday coming into a weekend, folks, this market only has about another, I'd say, hour at the most to give up anything. And if it doesn't give up anything, they'll run this thing. Stay right there, Mark. Coming right back.
Okay.
Dow Industrial's up 337. Nasdaq's up 37. S&P's are up 27. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 330, Nasdaq up 36, S&P's up 26. We're talking with our man Mark from Fort Collins. We're talking markets. We're talking retracements. And you can see they want to run this market, man. That's the bottom line, running it into a weekend. So we'll see how this shakes out. You know, when we look at the Dow, too, Mark, you know, what's going to be interesting here is that what has happened, folks, is that the Dow is actually getting into the 10th, the day of the 10th. The bottom of the 10th, which is that, you know, big supply line, is 25,593. That's the bottom. And you can see you're getting into it by $120 right now, so... Hey, we got some action, that's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't look at the, it looks like, I'm trying to think, I was looking at the Dow 30-minute, the diamonds. So that's got like a 249.13 up to a 256. That's about 6-7 points off of, that's measuring up to around the 260 area.
Okay, so it's close. And
yeah.
What you have here, now this is what, folks, you can really get to learn a lot about markets in this market here, a lot, and markets in general, but the way this market is trading. And the reason I'm saying that is this. See, like, if we're looking at the diamonds right now, watch this. On Wednesday, you went higher with 2.9 million. We go lower yesterday with 3.8. That right there, I actually love it when I see something like that, because it's really subtle. It actually, you know, it was a sideways move, but it was sideways to lower. But then you take the percentage off that. That's a big percentage, folks. You're talking about an expansion of volume of almost 30% on the with lower prices, and that's.
Yeah, but I was saying we're at 1.3 today, and we're only an hour in, which means we're gonna have some good volume today.
Yeah, we are. We are.
So I'm thinking the top of the candle from December 3rd.
Yeah, I see it, right.
260.30, and that had 9.5 million shares at it. I think we hit that and we're done.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, look at that volume up there. And we know it's now this is what gets wild, folks. So watch this. This is a subtle move here too, meaning that. So watch, when we went back up on the, you know, you did a counter trend bounce from the 23rd of November up to the 3rd. You could say that, okay, look at all that volume. But guess what? That volume, the 9.5, was going into the 12.2. And the amazing part is that, well, it was also coming into November 12th, which is 10. So you were going into 10. You were going into 15 as well as 12. And you had 9. But what I want you to wrap your head around is, look what happened. You went from 260, and that was the next leg down. So.
Right.
So it's going to be wild, man. I mean, the bottom line is that it's quite a counter trend bounce. There's no two ways about that.
Yes, it was just kind of interesting. I mean, you're looking at that. I don't know how much you ever looked back at the lunar cycles too, but we got a big full moon coming in on Tuesday morning.
Oh, that's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen, man. If when you think of the power of that moon bringing tides in and out, okay, you better pay attention to it, man. It always blows my mind, man, when you're out in the water and you can see what the moon can do, folks. It's like, okay, how does the tide go up 4 or 5 feet or down 4 or 5 feet? You know, depending where you are. Those tides are pretty amazing. You're up in Alaska. I've seen tides up in Alaska when you get full moons. The differential is 12 to 15 feet. It's that dramatic.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Bering Sea. The Bering Sea is amazing, man. I mean, it's hard to comprehend if you've never. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people that haven't been there. But the bottom line, what happens in the Bering Sea, folks, even when you're actually, it's a beautiful sea, but that current, when the tide changes, like in order to be fishing in the middle of the Bering Sea, those people up there, you get about a span of about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes before those tides change. When those tides change, that current is going at 4, 5, 6 miles an hour. It's like, wow. Oh, it's amazing, man. It's just crazy, man. It's like pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's supposed to come in pretty early on Tuesday, so maybe we get our okay then. We'll see.
And, you know, what you have here, so let's see. So we're at the 15th, 60. Yeah, and, you know, window dressing doesn't start for a bit. So what you're going to have here is this, is that earnings are winding down. You get the holiday you don't have the aspect of window dressing. So bottom line is going to be what's going to move the market, and we'll find out. The market will have about 6 or 7 days that it can be the flat. If he gives it up, it gives it up.
Okay.
Cooking, man.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go take a look at the euro as well as the pounds, because the dollar, folks, bottom line, has hit all-time highs out here today. When I say all-time highs for the year. The euro, what the euro did do is that the euro came back into the November 12th low. That November 12th low is 112.16. We hit 112.34 today, a rejected lower price. And the euro is going to be the big deal. The pound looks to me that it actually, that took off 2 weeks ago, came back in, did about a 50% retracement of that whole move higher. In fact, let's see what we did. I'm going to take it from this one here. Yeah, well, he did a 0.618 retracement, right to the number, too, which is crazy. So it's going to be about where the euro is going to go. As to our dollar index, where that wants to go. The yen got a little bit stronger last night, not much. It did get a little bit stronger, though. If we go over to the Nikkei, if you want to see, this is another indication that you just got to have a big heads up out here, because when you take a look at the Nikkei, what you're going to see out here is that baby just can't get any juice. I mean, it's pretty amazing, actually. The high of the Nikkei just 4 months ago was 24,440 or 20,900. And that's saying that, it was a total breakdown going all the way back from October of 2017. And that correlation is a direct correlation of when that Nikkei goes lower, that the yen is getting stronger, and we haven't seen that yet. The yen has been hanging out here at that 110 mark. It just likes that 110 mark. Silver, let's go take a look at the silver contract. What we have out here inside silver. Silver right now is up 0.4%. You're $15.59. Silver came back into its strength. We had lighter volume. Now, it has not had basically an additional sign of strength, and that's what it's going to need. Yesterday you did 80,000 contracts. You're going into 80,000. Bottom line now, silver is going to be right back to show me what you have, because that's how this baby is laying out at this particular point. Amazon, let's go take a look at Amazon out here. Amazon right now, AMZN. Amazon's down $7. That's flat. Google's off $2.10. Netflix, that's up $4 right now. Trading at $3.63. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow up 339, Nasdaq up 42, S&P's up 26. Come right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. XPO, let's see, this equity is getting jammed out here this morning. So this company offers air freight forwarding, warehouse management, freight brokerage. Bottom line is that, let's see, they're down 20%. What do they miss their numbers here? Let's see what they're saying here. Yep, they missed their numbers. Okay, so they plan a big buyback. Bottom line, Mr. This equity's been in trouble anyway. Hey, if you want to see a high volume low that the market's going after, folks, this has one of them. So this is down from $116. You're at $49. It has a high volume low at $41.05. That hasn't been tested yet. That's the real danger mark out here. You had a counter trend bounce up to 63. You know what's amazing? I should check this out percentage-wise. You have the equity that gets smoked first. Gets down to 41 bucks. That being said, that $41 was December 13th. Then you do a counter trend bounce all the way up to 63. You can see that's a 50% move on the 41 if you got it right. But it's not worth the risk, folks, because what ends up happening when you get these high volume lows or high volume highs, they're going to get tested. And in this particular case, this is like a real mess. Yeah, this is like, boy, this equity. If you want to see an equity that went up on air and then just dove down the elevator without a parachute, this is one of them. Holy cow. Yeah, this is actually inside its lower range. This thing has gained to $21. That's pretty intense. Let me just look at the numbers here. 95,000 employees. Well, bottom line is that when you just glare at the numbers, nothing really sticks out. You know, 2015 they were doing 7.6 billion, 17 billion this year, and they're looking to do 18 next year. But there's something else that's out there that's not cool. AMAT come out with numbers last night, and what you have with AMAT right now, that is backing down $1.23. You're at $39.48, and that wants to run to 38. Let's go into the GLD and see if we had any new buyers, because all the 13 Fs came out yesterday, folks. So the 13F is that anyone that's a large player inside the marketplace, they have to file. This filing here would be what the funds own as of the 31st of December. So it's 45 days after the end of the quarter. That's when they have to file. And if we just take a look at the largest changes, you're going to see, okay, so Morgan Stanley doubled their position. You had a new buyer out here, Alphonse Investment. They went 2.4 million. Wolverine came in new. There's nothing heavy there on the buy side. Then you get 300 or 400. I'm sure there's, on the sell side, Graham Capital. That's a big one. Now, this is interesting. So Graham Capital moved their whole position. Connecticut. Yeah, they moved out 10 million shares. And so there's nothing that's glaring out there, that's for sure. Let's go into the SLV and take a look at the SLV and see if we have anything in there. So inside the SLV, you have you got a new buyer in Key Group. Barclays came in with another order. JP Morgan's a buyer in there. Millennium Management, Wolverine. Okay, so Wolverine, I'm going to go back to that. Wolverine went in both. That's a new buy, too. 700,000. Oops. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. I didn't see this before. Options? Options. Insider trading. Ownership summary. Okay, here, 1 second. PHDC. Okay, so that, okay, the cells. Yeah, see, we had, yeah, there's plenty of cells in this SLV also. Let's go back to GLD for a second. GLD, PHDC. Yeah, so Wolverine came in both the buys in the GLD as well as the SLV. Now let's go to the GDX. Inside the GDX, oh, look at this. This is interesting. So inside the GDX, oh, we're talking some buying here, man. Okay, so what's going on here, folks, these funds are going after, now this is going to get interesting, you know, I've been saying that these equities look like they really want to go. The funds are buying these things hand over fist. Look at this. You got, and inside the GDX, you got Deutsche Bank with a new position with 33 million, Bank of America, 29 million, UBS, 22, Credit Suisse, 19, BNP, 6, and then the sells. Yeah, the sells are out there, but nothing like the buys. So the sells, the buys go like this: 33 million, 29, 22, 19, and 6 at the top 5, right? The sells are 16, 12, 9, 8, and 5. Much better, basically set up. Hey, we'll see where the baby's going to shake up, and of course it's going to be all about that good U.S. dollar. There's no two ways about that. If we go take a look at the rest of the future market out here, you get gasoline is up 2.7%. Now that was up 4% yesterday. Crude's up 1.65. Natural gas is up 1.24. Let's go over to the gasoline market. So gasoline right now is at 154, and I think it was 157 where that ICE is. Yeah, no, actually it's right where we are. Right where we are right now is where ICE is. Actually, it's, yeah, 150. It's 154, 155, right where we are. We go take a look at the actual barrels of oil. Oil right now, that's at 55.31. Okay, so that's just going after a swing point. That swing point that's going after is 55.75. Tesla, let's go take a look at Tesla. The clock is counting on Tesla, folks. Bottom line is that they're at 307. They need 359 between here and the end of March. Doesn't look like, well, hey, 359 is 359 is a long way off at this particular point. And if they don't come up with it, they have to come up with $953 million to pay off the debt. Imagine, it's going to be interesting as we get up closer to that date, if in fact they get any type of bump up at all. Because if you're under that price, he's got to write the check. You're over that price, he can give them paper and Tesla. Dow Industrials up 328, Nasdaq up 35, S&P's up 24. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 323, Nasdaq's up 33, S&Ps are up 24. Let's go back over to that dollar just before we sign off here, and we get a fast market coming up with you. So you get 12,000 contracts traded. That means we're going to have light volume. We had the spike higher this morning. That spike was at 8:30, right when the actual, you had a little information come out market-wise. And as we come into this close, we'll see whether this baby can hold. Thus far it hasn't been able to hold the high. The high out that we're talking about here from December 14th, folks, is 97,195. It's crept up here. It's been up here 5 days. laying right underneath it now. It's been laying underneath it with light volume. In order for that to back off further, what you're going to need is you're going to need the pound, you're going to need the euro, rather, to move to higher price as we come into the close today. If we do look at that euro, what the euro has done is that it's rejected its low. You're off the low of today. That the low there is 112.34 or 112.64, and we'll see whether that can hold. It's going to be a big number. There's no two ways about that, because that number is predicated on where gold wants to go, where silver wants to go. And thus far, the metals market is saying that the dollar won't hold because the metals market will not back off. And it's pretty amazing on a Friday not backing off in the metals market when you do have the dollar at all-time highs. Stay right there, folks. We get Fast Market coming up next. Then, of course, we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back this afternoon, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Recap out here. Dow right now up 319. Nasdaq up 34. S&P's up 24. Fast Market coming right up, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.